In this video, I'm going to share some simple ways that will help your business grow and make money. Everybody knows that how you treat each individual who walks through the door makes a big difference to your business. But there's one group who is often overlooked: people with disabilities. They can be a powerful voice for your business when provided with good customer service. Businesses that accommodate diversity and provide good customer service to people with disabilities will improve their bottom line and create a positive image. They will also have a marked increase in the number of customers seeking their goods and services. Did you know that 1 in 3 families has a member with a disability? Now, here are 10 guidelines that will make it easier and less complicated when helping customers who have disabilities. Number 10. This may seem like customer service 101, but it's very important to remember that everyone deserves the same level of respect and approach. Always speak directly to the customer rather than to their companion or the interpreter. How would you feel if you asked someone a question and the person answering it didn't address you, but talked to the person with you, or even worse, ignored you entirely? Always identify yourself when you have a customer who has low vision or visual disabilities. Someone with a visual disability relies on other senses to gather information. Describe items, and if it's called for, let that person touch what is being described. Always ask if someone needs assistance. Don't assume. That's number 9. I know that in customer service, a cornerstone of excellent service is to be right on top of people's needs, even before they ask. But be aware that you can seem condescending by focusing this way on a customer with disabilities. If they say they don't need assistance, then good customer service really is just stepping away. In this case, it's important that their independence is honored. Number 8. Let's talk about eye contact. While it's important for many people, some just may not be able to make eye contact. It can be cultural or disability related. If a person isn't returning eye contact, it doesn't automatically mean disinterest in what you are saying. It could just mean that they can't make eye contact. The importance of eye contact is stressed in all aspects of business, but just be aware there are people who cannot do it. Don't dwell on it. Keep on providing that exceptional customer service. Number 7. Now we go completely the opposite direction on eye contact. When you have a person who has a hearing disability, eye contact is invaluable. Look directly at the person. Speak clearly and expressively without rushing. However, don't yell. Use your normal tone of voice. Keep your hands and food and cigarettes away from your mouth. Person is using a hearing aid. Don't assume the person can discriminate your regular speaking voice. Number 6, recognize adults as adults. Address those with disabilities as people, not the disabilities. Don't talk down to them or use language you wouldn't ordinarily use. Only use their first names. The same rules apply to everybody else. And this most definitely applies to nicknames or other diminutives. What might seem cute or sweet can come across as patronizing. What that means is speak to the person as a person, not a condition. People are so much more than a disability. Wheelchairs are an extension of somebody's body. This is number 5 on the list. Don't lean against or place your hand on someone's wheelchair. If a person asks you to touch their chair, that's different. As always, an invitation is important. Just remember, never assume. You also should never touch someone's cane or guide dog. Number 4, listen attentively when a person has difficulty speaking. This goes for people who have thick accents as well. Wait for the person to finish talking. If necessary, ask questions that require short answers or a nod of the head. Never pretend to understand someone. Repeat what you thought they were saying. If it's wrong, be patient in getting the right answer. If you get frustrated, please don't take it out on the person trying to communicate with you. Just imagine what it's like for them. Number 3, if you can, place yourself at eye level with the person in a wheelchair. Do your best to meet someone where they are physically. Imagine yourself trying to constantly stare up at people to communicate. This is part of engaging the customers, part of treating that person as an equal. It shows how much you value that person. Now, you don't have to go totally out of your way. Once again, they don't expect that. But if you can, make the extra effort. For number 2, just remember to relax. It takes time to get used to these guidelines. But if you're trying to communicate clearly and concisely, that will show. The important part is you're doing much more than many people. You're making that effort. In the process, your company will be thought of as the best place to go because you took the initiative to show respect to all your customers. Just keep in mind that just as everyone is different, people handle their disabilities in different ways. You can't automatically know how everyone communicates or how every disability affects a person. However, the people with disabilities understand you're trying, and that's the important part. Remember, it's all in the approach. You honor the person who has disability with your effort, manner, and consistency. We all know the central tenet of good customer service is treat everyone as you would like to be treated. Keep in mind, a disability isn't always going to be apparent. The person using a wheelchair, a guide dog, or an ASL interpreter are easy to spot. However, someone with an invisible disability, well, they're called invisible for a reason. These include conditions like traumatic brain injuries, seizure disorders, cognitive disabilities, or even cancer. To offer excellent customer service to people with disabilities, the first step is to consider how you would feel if you were in a similar position. Always keep that in mind because it's the most important thing that you could take away from this video. At the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation, we fully support businesses in their continued success. Good news travels fast. You want the good news to be how you give top-notch customer service to individuals with disabilities. This will mean an increase to your bottom line and more people coming in the door. For more information and training materials, check out the links in the information box.